Hi everyone, it's Christy. Welcome back to Frugal February, where we're going to cover 28 household items you can use in a junk journal. Today we're going to look at book pages. So I just tore out a handful of book pages. We're probably not going to need that many, but we'll start with, how about 3? We'll start with 3 pages. These are just pages out of a commentary on the book of Romans, and kind of a medium weight. They're not thin like a Bible page, but they're kind of a medium weight, I would say. And so we're going to make some stacked pockets to put in a junk journal. So we're going to start by making a tube, basically. And I have a couple images. I just want to make sure that it's kind of going to be the right size, that pocket will be the right size for the tube that I'm making. Let me straighten that fold out a little bit. Okay, I'm folding 3 pages at once. You can do them one at a time if you prefer, but you are going to want to have, for this one, you are going to want to have them approximately the same width anyway. So one of the ways I like to do that is to make sure to go ahead and put something in there as if it's in the pocket, to make sure that it's a good width for what I want to use it for. And so we've got this now, and I'm trying to decide which way did I do this. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. How about that? So I'm just going to cut this into 3 sections, okay? And my guillotine's just right beside me here. And now these 3 sections, they don't have to be the same exactly. I mean, they can be, just make them close. So this book page is about 8.5 inches tall. This part, because it's got white on the bottom, I'm gonna cut that part off. Alright, so now I have 3 sections. They're not exactly, I didn't cut them exactly because I didn't really measure them, but they will work just fine because we're gonna overlap them so you won't notice that they're different sizes. Okay, at this point, separate them out. I've got 3 book pages, so each one of these is 3. And that was just to make them uniform. I did 3 at once just to make them uniform, and so it was fewer times to fold and cut. Okay, now I've got a bunch of pieces. And this is where we get to glue. I'm going to bring in just an old magazine catalog, actually, for some glue background. And there it is, my glue stick. And so we're just going to glue a little bit on the edge and then fold it over. And oh, wait, almost forgot, getting ahead of myself. These are pockets. I should have done this before I took them apart. That's okay. These are going to be pockets like this, and so you're going to be able to stuff something in there. So I want to just put in a little half circle. So this is my, it's not even a 1 inch, it's like a 3/4 inch circle. And I'm going to just stick it partway in. I don't know if you can see that or if there's too much reflection, but just do like that. See that? It made kind of just a half circle. And scramble to put these back together now that I've, oh, that one's not the same. Oop, all thumbs. Okay. And we'll do the same thing with this set. And one last time. Okay. There you go. So now each of them has a nice little divot. A thumb divot, right? Okay, so we're going to take 3 of these. So I'm just going to glue the backs down on all 3 of these. That'll be the first and easiest step. Okay. And oops. Just pressing that down to make sure the glue gets any air bubbles out, and make sure the glue is well pressed down so it grabs the paper really well. It's also, using it is also reinforcing this, the folds. Okay, so now, kind of as an extra step, if you want, basically what's going to happen is we're going to have something like that, where we just have 3 pockets stacked up. I'm going to ink them up. Oh, I should have inked them up a little bit before I did it. Well, it's not necessary either way. So I got to grab my picked raspberry distress oxide, and we're going to just ink these up a tad. What I started to say was it's optional whether you glue across the bottom of these. And I'll show you what I mean by that when we glue them together. Just gluing around the little divot. All right. So, tell me, are you one of the people that thinks it's an abomination to tear up a book and use? I used to fall into that camp. I used to be of that mindset because I'm an author and I kind of adore books, and took me a while to get over that so that I could actually tear up a book and use the pages for artwork. But, you know, everyone has books on their shelf that, you know what, I am probably never going to read that again. Or, in my case, I inherited a bunch of books from my parents, when my mom passed away a couple years ago. And, you know, so, you know, some books you just don't have the emotional attachment to, and that makes it a little easier. You know, go down to the dollar store and pay $1 for a book. Or go to the thrift store where you can probably buy, I don't know, 50 cents for a book or something like that. Whatever they have them at thrift stores nowadays. Then you won't have an emotional attachment, if that's a problem for you. Okay, so it's not going to matter a whole lot. I'm going to just glue... I am going to glue the bottom inside just a little bit, just to hold it. Then I'm going to glue a strip across the bottom here. And I'll put... there we go. You don't have to get all the way across the bottom with the glue, just one little dot even would hold it. And then go ahead and glue the bottom of that. Now, what I was saying was that if you don't glue the bottoms of these, you can put something long in there, and you know, if you glued across the bottom when you glue this onto the page, then you could put something longer in there. But if you just want a bunch of short little pockets, then you're going to want to glue the bottom. Okay, let me decide where placement-wise I want this. Okay, right under the word affections. Let me just glue on here. Where's my marker? There we go. And I'm also being mindful of the fact that I have short, got glue on there. I have short pages in my journal that I'm making. So I can't let my stack get too tall. Kind of straighten that out a little bit. Okay. There we have 3 little pockets. So I can stick a little thing in there. And one in there. And one more up here. Okay? But before we get too involved in that, I don't want to leave that in there because the glue might still be a little bit wet. Let's grab our journal. Oh, for those of you who maybe missed out on, if you saw me make the journal in the last episode or the last 2 episodes, after we got done, remember I had 2 signatures in here, and I said, well, you know, I kind of left a place where I could put in another set of signatures. A signature is basically one of these 3 books. Each book is called a signature. Okay, so I had put 2 signatures in there, and I hadn't prepared enough materials for a 3rd signature, but I could tell that this spine was wide enough it really needed a 3rd signature. So after I ended the video, I went ahead and put in a 3rd signature. Okay, so you can see that looks much better, and I had kind of, when I punched the holes, kind of left it open where I could put a 3rd signature in there. So looking much more like a journal. It's got a nice volume to it. So I'm just going to pick a page, and we're going to plop down. Oh, I kind of like, do I want it on a dark brown page maybe, or a pink page? I mean, just kind of try a couple things. Okay, this one is calling to me. I'm going to do it on this one. Yeah, we're going to do it on this one. And for this, I can, you could use the wet white glue. I think for this, the glue stick will probably grab it just fine. That one's getting kind of gluey though, so I'm going to just fold that in on itself and use it again. Alright. So I'm just going to glue up the back of that. I'm going to put it up toward the inside maybe. Something a little bit different. Okay, and then I'm just pressing it down, get any air bubbles out, and make sure that the glue sticks really well. Close up my glue so it doesn't dry out. And again, we can tuck things. I might have got a little bit of glue overage. Yep, nope, it's okay. Voila. Now I do have some text space here. Let me think of something. What could I put there? Just to decorate that a little bit. Let me grab... Okay, grabbed my box of stickers. This was the journal board we made too, and it fits nicely in here. Okay, let me just, for the sake of doing something quick and easy, let me just find a sticker I like. Let's do I don't know, I kind of liking this one. Oh, here, wait, one more. These are like those stickers that come in your mailbox, you know, different. Oh, there's a pretty bird. Yeah, I'm gonna use this pink bird because it's the right colors. But these are like, you know, the mail, they send you something hoping you'll send them some money. So I'm going to put that bird there and this little hello sticker, because those are the right color scheme and it just kind of ties in. Alright, and maybe still a little bit of space here. Let me put one more thing. How about just this little yellow poppy or whatever this is. Actually, there's several little stickers on here, so I'm gonna decorate up. I'm actually trying to use up my stickers. I'm kind of tired of a lot of the stickers that I have, and I think if I can force myself to use up the stickers I have, then I'll feel okay about maybe spending a little bit of money to start a fresh supply. But I want to use up the ones I have before I go buy new ones. Because if I just go buy new ones, then I won't ever use up the old ones. So I'm trying to force myself to make do with what I have on the stickers. I think this one little butterfly, maybe. Butterfly or another flower? How about this flower? It just needs something kind of in the bottom corner there. All right. So that was easy peasy. I just, you know, we folded it, glued it in, slapped a couple stickers on there, and filled the pockets. And that's how you make some little stacked, and you can make more than 3 if your page is large enough. You know, you can just keep stacking, make it 5 high or whatever, but this is only a 7-inch tall page, and so I wanted to keep it fairly short so I'd have room at the top to stick the things in the pocket. Alright, so that's something you can do with book pages. And we're just working this month on using the supplies we have on hand, working with what you have. If you don't have stickers, you can color it with, you know, little markers or whatever. Just be creative and use what you have, okay? Half the fun is seeing if you can figure out what to do with the ingredients you have. You know, it's kind of like baking a cake without a recipe, which I wouldn't ever dare do because it would probably flop if I did that, but you get what I'm saying. All right, so thank you for joining me on another episode of Frugal February, where we are exploring 28 different items we can use in our journals that we already have at home. Okay? God bless you. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.